But there's going to be a lot more videos. I just want you to know because I've been to 7 shelters.
Yeah.
So
A lot to
I
unpack.
can talk a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. I investigated a lot.
Yes.
And a lot of these shelters, I would not support and I would shut them down.
Right. I think it's an injustice to everyone as a whole to fund facilities that are not helping the oppressed, in fact, doing quite the opposite. So I would like to commend Nancy because acknowledging this trauma publicly is not comfortable, but it's necessary. It takes strong women like Nancy to speak the truth, and Nancy is by nature a very vigilant genius. She notices injustices or where things just don't quite add up and what she deserves as a human being, as a child of God. So it takes balls of steel to speak out for those who are oppressed, and it is a very charged conversation. It's hard not to use strong words, especially when this is her first experience being able to get it out. We have freedom of expression in this country. We are allowed to speak what's going on, and it's time that more of us do. So when we explode, like I know I have my moments where I black out and get nasty with it on camera, and the more you start following us, the more you'll see, that's trauma. It's something that definitely I would recommend anyone reach out to some sort of safe counselor. In terms of counseling, I would say not your first one every time. You know, you have to find one that's the right fit. You have to find something. Yeah, of course.
I would like to back Carrie up on that because one of the problems that I had was I couldn't find a therapist that actually paid attention to me. They were either too busy typing or they just didn't care. And you can feel it when somebody doesn't care.
And it's okay to say this isn't the right fit.
You pick it up like that. Okay. So that was my problem. And the typing, I think, is disrespectful, and that's not therapy. If you can't look at me in my eyes and you can't give me a conversation, I'm not coming back.
Just hear me.
So my therapy now is with God and on this tablet and with Carrie.
Right. So in terms of therapy systems, a recommendation I might have with clients is ask them if it's okay to take notes, if you're genuinely taking notes. If you are taking notes within a session for Medicaid reimbursement or just to cover the insurance, that is unethical. It is uncool, and it makes someone feel unheard and minimized. So there's trepidation, there's a stigma in going to counseling, but that's where we need the good counselors to shine through and make a way for others to seek treatment. Nancy, thank you so much again for bringing something so necessary into the light. Thank you for being authentic. Thank you for being raw. It is so cool to see women coming together and having a voice where we had been silenced for years.
Way too long.
Now no one's going to shut us up, so buckle up, Buttercup.
Yeah, I was told, don't say anything. Like, cover it up.
Just get over it.
Cover it up?
Get over it. Be stronger.
No, I'm going to yell until you hear me.
Is this thing on?
Okay?
Is this thing on?
You're going to hear me, and I hope you get pissed off because now you know what I feel and what Carrie feels.
To make your panties get a little bit bunched.
To my world.
You want to talk about uncomfortable? Let's talk about uncomfortable. The trauma we have endured is uncomfortable and unacceptable, and you haven't been listening. In fact, you've been blaming us. So, of course, we're a little charged with this.
Oh, let me add one more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Like Love Never Fails. They started making fun of us, laughing, the staff, and had the audacity to tell us that everybody laughs at us, that they think that we're a joke. And our so-called God gifts. This is supposed to be a Christian.
And that our trauma was too much. We couldn't talk about it.
I was too negative or too traumatized. I thought that's what the hell your shelter was about.
Yeah. We came out of a heater of injustice where we were almost murdered, she and I. And of course, we were traumatized, and we were only directed towards questionable men to share our trauma with. We had a fluffed schedule that was over presented to donors, and we had nothing to back it up in terms of healing and left for dead, essentially. And that is a horrible injustice for the movement that
Yeah.
is coming to a close very shortly because of women like Nancy and myself.
So we're gonna leave you some information if you wanna get in contact with us.
Yes, we want to hear your story. If you have a story
Wait a
or you
minute.
want to be
Can I
advocated
finish?
for, no, you off it. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, Nan. Sorry.
Um,